What's going on, everybody? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. I hope everyone's doing well, and this is going to be our dedicated monthly iTrustCapital video. So before we dive into today's news and updates, I want to give a huge shout out to iTrust. They're my only channel sponsor, and they've supported me for years to make it possible to keep dropping these updates. And I know many of you already know this, I've personally had a crypto Roth IRA with iTrustCapital since January of 2020, so coming up on 6 years and time's flying. So I'm not just talking, I'm actually a client and a user of the platform. And after reviewing all of the platforms, even being a user of BitIRA back in 2019, iTrust has consistently been the best option for US residents. For every single person that wants a safe and tax-advantaged way to invest in digital assets for retirement. So we're going to break down the latest updates today, including custody, staking, and premium custody accounts. And if you want to get started today, just hit the link at the top of the video description. And don't forget to use the promo code kevincage.yt to claim your $100 funding bonus when you sign up and fund a new IRA or PCA with no monthly fees whatsoever. So let's dive in. Alright, first up, so we had this come out last week. US lawmakers urged the SEC to act on Trump's crypto retirement plan. 9 US lawmakers asked the SEC to move forward on last month's executive order to speed up the inclusion of alternative assets like crypto, e.g. digital assets, and US retirement funds. So we had 9 US lawmakers reaching out and asking the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, to help accelerate the executive order enabling crypto investments in US 401k plans. Alright, so what does all of this mean, and why is this a big deal for crypto? Because for the first time, the SEC is being told to make crypto and other alternative assets more accessible in 401k plans, and these plans cover over 90 million Americans. We can see right here in this Cointelegraph article, a modest allocation could see $100 billion flow into crypto. Implementing Trump's executive order would open crypto to the $9.3 trillion in US 401k accounts. So that's over $9 trillion in 401k plans in the United States alone. We can see right here that US retirement assets climbed to $45.8 trillion in Q2 of this year. ICI data shows IRA assets hitting $18 trillion and 401k plans increasing to $9.3 trillion. And thinking about over $45 trillion in US retirement assets, that's crazy because that's actually approaching the market cap of the S&P 500. And meanwhile, the crypto asset class market cap is under $4 trillion. And like they say right here, even a 1% crypto allocation in the $9.3 trillion that's held in 401k plans today could drive $93 billion in inflows. So we know that iTrustCapital has been one of the first movers building all of this infrastructure from the beginning. And I know back in 2018, 2019, a lot of people would say, oh, people are never going to hold crypto or digital assets in their retirement account, blah, 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 but we're seeing it happening today. Keep in mind that this $45 trillion is just in the US market alone. This is not considering the entire world. And this article is just discussing a 1% crypto allocation. What about in 5, 10, 20 years? Could we see a 5%, 10%, or even more as RWAs evolve? And what's my belief, and never financial advice, I believe that digitalization is going to continue and we're going to see this allocation climb. Alright, next up, so we had Business Insider put this article out 5 days ago. We have iTrustCapital expands staking program with Ethereum for premium custody accounts and tax-advantaged crypto IRAs. In visiting iTrustCapital.com/staking, we can see that iTrust supports Ethereum and Solana staking. I'm really excited to see more assets being added to iTrustCapital to allow staking. We know that both Ethereum and Solana are 2 of the largest assets by market cap that use proof of stake consensus.
Want to start earning staking rewards? Here's an easy walkthrough to get you started. Note, you may only stake an asset that you already own on our platform. If you don't own the asset you wish to stake, you can click the Buy button within your account to make a purchase. Once signed into your iTrustCapital account, locate the asset you wish to stake from your account dashboard. Next, select the Stake button. Enter the amount you'd like to stake based on the number of tokens currently available in your portfolio. Now take a moment to review the information to ensure all details are correct, and then check the box to agree to the terms of service. When finished, click the green button below to stake your asset. Assets officially start staking on the next business day. To unstake your asset, navigate to the Asset Details page and click the Unstake button. Next, use the drop-down menu to select the amount you'd like to unstake. These options should match the daily amount you have already staked. Next, review the transaction details carefully to ensure everything is correct. Once confirmed, check the box to agree to the terms of service and click the green button to proceed. Your assets and any rewards will remain unavailable until the unstaking period is complete. There you have it. Need more assistance? You can contact our client experience team by submitting a support request or calling us directly via the link and number in the description below.
Alright, so I hope that quick video that iTrust made showed you the dashboard, the UI, and answered a few questions, but let's go through a few more in the FAQ. So how many rewards will I earn from staking? Staking rewards are dynamic and vary based on several factors, including network conditions, validator performance, and overall participation rates. So every single blockchain or network, Ethereum, could be different from Solana, and they can fluctuate over time. We can see that staking is available for both IRA and non-IRA accounts, even a premium custody account, so it's available in all types of crypto IRAs like traditional, a Roth, which grows tax-free, even an SEP or SEP IRA for business owners. And of course, non-IRA accounts like the new Premium Custody Account or PCA, you just have to have the actual eligible assets in your account. And right here we have a few examples of Solana and Ethereum, their bonding and unbonding process, basically how many days it could take to see these rewards hit your account. And last but not least, we have staking rewards earned with an IRA account generally grow tax advantaged, meaning they are not taxed until distribution for traditional IRAs, or tax-free upon qualified distributions for Roth IRAs. However, specific tax implications depend on your IRA type and personal circumstances, so make sure that you always consult a tax professional. So what's really nice about all of this functionality is specifically for investors that are long-term holders, you're able to generate rewards without selling. And just thinking about it, IRAs or individual retirement accounts are built for long-term investing, and staking just complements all of this. And now with iTrustCapital, they've made staking accessible, so now us as users, we don't have to worry about running our own validators or managing complex wallets, and this is available for not only IRAs but the premium custody account. And I've said this once, and I'll say it again, there are over 80 different assets available on iTrustCapital. There are other assets that leverage a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. So which assets could we see next allowing staking? And we have to consider that, especially if President Trump implements his executive order. So what exactly is ETH or Ethereum staking, and why do people do it to begin with? Well, think about it like this. We have stocks today, they can pay dividends. We have bonds, they can pay interest. And then we have Ethereum, can pay staking rewards in the native crypto asset ETH. So really just think of it like Ethereum itself is paying you rewards for helping keep the network healthy. So why do people stake to begin with? To be able to vote and have governance rights, to earn rewards, to help secure the network. There is no mining needed, unlike Bitcoin's model. And really, those that stake are just betting on the network success long term. So they are betting on Ethereum and the rewards that they earn to compound over time. We have 4 big reasons right here of what's fueling the attention in 2025 for Ethereum. We're getting more clear guidelines and regulations in the United States, and that obviously gives institutions more confidence to step in. We not only have Bitcoin ETFs live, but we also have Ethereum spot ETFs live. Yeah, for corporate treasuries, more businesses are adding Ethereum to their balance sheets. Its staking yield and role as digital oil make it attractive for companies looking beyond cash and bonds. We have deflationary dynamics with the EIP 1559, the proposal, along with a bunch of L2 or Layer 2 growth. And just going to DeFiLlama.com to look at Ethereum's total value locked in DeFi, it is over $87 billion. Alright, let's dive into custody in the premium custody account, the PCA, that uses a closed loop system. So what does that mean? A closed loop system does not allow payments or connection to external wallets. For added security, USD withdrawals to and from your bank account only. And this right here is the definition of security, so we can see comparing cold storage wallets, exchanges to the premium custody account. And I want to emphasize, there are pros and cons to every single solution. There is not one size fits all. I do see value and I do self-custody my own assets and cold storage. But with that also comes responsibility of me or the user, risk of key loss, risk of me connecting to some DApp and then losing all of my funds. So I'm all for self-custody, but I'm also all for diversifying where you hold and how you hold your assets to make sure that you're protected. So as an investor, just like how you might diversify between asset classes, a mix of bonds, stocks, crypto, and then even inside of that asset class, you might just not hold a single crypto asset, you might also diversify. The same thing applies to how you hold your assets and secure them. You're not just going to put all of them in a single wallet and hope for the best. You want to diversify where you're holding those. And over the years, going over crypto, I've seen and even received several emails of people that lost their private keys, meaning their 12 words or passphrase to be able to access their wallet. And if you do that, or all your funds are on a single wallet, you're out of luck. So that is no way to actually manage your holdings. So I just wanted to make this known. This is the premium custody account for iTrustCapital, a PCA. This is a non-IRA account. You can buy and sell 24/7, 365, 80 different assets on iTrust. You deposit USD from your linked US bank account. So in theory, if somebody actually hacked your account, all they could do is send money to and from your bank account. And client assets are held one-to-one off the balance sheet. These are not lent out like those other sketchy platforms that we've all seen over the years, and these are leveraging regulated third-party US banks and custodians. So they leverage a qualified custodian, and two of their largest institutional-grade custody partners are Coinbase Prime and Fidelity Digital Assets. So a quick recap of today's video, we covered the 401k policy push and Trump's executive order. We went over Ethereum staking now live for IRAs and PCAs and how staking works on iTrust and why Ethereum is in the spotlight today with a lot of momentum. And we also went over how custody plus the PCA model with a closed loop system is designed for security and simplicity. And if you want to get started, remember the link is at the top of the YouTube video description and right at the top of my link tree. Be sure to use the promo code kevincage.yt to claim your $100 funding bonus when you fund a new account for an IRA or a PCA. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button and I will catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let me know your thoughts down below. You can find all links to my crypto resources, including tools for charting, trading bots, wallets, portfolio trackers, and exclusive discounts right in my link tree in the video description. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.